Honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor, and now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the winning on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk another line. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the London Bulldogs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on second down. Watson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Watson on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bulldogs 3, Beats nothing.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Flushed out right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
To the air yet again, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson, and he's got this down to the 35.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady rhythm. It's the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down. And the Beats have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Beats 7, Bulldogs 6. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
This guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. On first down, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Max 22, Max 22. That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Watson. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Check down to Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Patrick Queen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson got an open man. It's Ruggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Odafe Oweh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Watson on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The quick slant caught. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bulldogs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Watson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 13, Mike 13.
On 1st down, it's Watson rolling to his left. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First down and goal to go.
13, Mike 13.
Watson looks to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Bulldogs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Max Crosby Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And all the way in for the touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, 29 yards. And the Bulldogs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
36. Beats 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing now, Watson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. 20, 10. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And then we set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And Watson's going to throw it here.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs.